20 young ladies from the headquarter business known as Kayayei have been taken from a life on the streets. For the next 13 weeks, they will live here. Their every need, training and opportunities will be provided for them to help them achieve their dreams. The jewels, as we like to call them, will each be given the opportunity of an apprenticeship program in the vocation of their choice. They'll be given a 2-year rent-free accommodation, and after they finish the apprenticeship, will be given a 3,000 Ghana cedi starting capital to usher them into their new lives. What a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. But what they don't know is what we have in store for them here at the House of Eminence. This is a jewel in the streets.
The street is full of jewels. The street sits so far. The street is fed in reality. If only I'm given the chance, I wanna shine, shine, shine like a star, shine, shine, shine like a star, shine, shine, shine like a star. If only I'm given the chance, I wanna shine, shine, shine like a star, shine, shine, shine like a star, shine, shine, shine like a star. If only I'm given the chance, I wanna shine, I wanna shine, I wanna shine.
Previously on A Jewel in the Streets, the jewels continue to share their story. Jara, Waraman, Zulea, Rahina, Lydia, and most of the jewels have shared a heart-melting story.
My best highlight was the day we went to Kumasi at Lake Busunchime, where I touched the skin of the horse and even riding on it. I was very happy. And for me, finding myself in the House of Eminence, I've met a lot of friends.
So there's a very serious question I want to ask you. In this time, knowing and experiencing everything you've experienced in the last 4 weeks here at the House of Eminence, if tomorrow we say, go back onto the streets and go back to be Kayayei, is there anybody here who thinks they can go back to the streets?
No. The reason why I cannot go back and do Kaya is that the way we're in the street and we're doing, if I go there, I wake up around 4, I will not even bath. I cannot do that again because I will sleep and wake around somewhere 8.
At first, I wasn't getting an opportunity, but now I have an opportunity.
I was not born to be a Kaya. And me coming to be a Kaya is not mean I'm going to be the Kaya forever.
The way people be treating me, hey, Kaya, come and take this thing, I'll be annoyed. I will ask myself, why am I here again? So it's better for me not to go back to that Kaya.
If my colleagues are seeing me now at the end of this program, they will say, hey, is that Rashida? That's what I'm praying. That's what I don't want to go back to the street.
Ochiame Kwame arrives at the House of Eminence. The jewels were overexcited. He receives a standing ovation from the jewels, and the jewels could not help their excitement as they continue to clap. Ochiame Kwame give the jewels high fives as a gesture for hard work. Tonight on A Jewel in the Streets, the jewels received an invitation from GH Media. The jewels practiced their theme song with Anne-Marie, who is a musician. As part of their orientation, it was time for the jewels to learn more about our history. The first stop was the Kwame Nkrumah Museum to learn history about Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. The jewels had their first experience in practicing Salsa dance. Night 10 on A Jewel in the Streets begins now. A Jewel in the Streets continues.
Are you worried about your security? Are you able to access and protect your property and the people you care about? With an increased height in robbery and kidnapping, you should not compromise on your security. Global Sky Limited, your total security solution, is here to help you secure your office and residence.
Right, my name is Mr. Lenas. I'm the General Manager of the company Global Sky Security Limited. Global Sky Security Limited, we are an international security company which we specialize in providing security services to various individuals or corporate organizations. When we talk of security systems, namely CCTV, access control device, electrical fence, tracking device, and security man guard officers as well.
The control room is designed in a way that we have radios, a VCR radio there, which monitors our vehicles when they go out for day and night patrols, just to receive first-hand information from supervisors and the team who go out for that patrol.
With the ICT part of the services that we're going to talk about, the CCTV security systems, the access control systems, tracking device systems, biometric door lock systems, and many more. So when we talk about the ICT part, that is the ICT part of the company. We specialize in what I've mentioned earlier. And when you talk about the physical aspect, that has to do with the professional man guard security services. These are professional guards who recruit. We do background check on them. We do profiling on them. We actually train them on two things: theory part and the physical part. Theory part for them to know how to work with people, human relations, and also when it comes to the physical part, how to defend them. To defend themselves in terms of a robbery or an attack.
For more information, call 0302 522 503 or 0264 363 125. You can also visit www.globalskyafrica.com. Global Sky, someone is always watching.
A Jewel in the Streets continues. The Jewels had an invitation to visit GH Media. The purpose of this visit was for the Jewels that want to pursue a program in journalism, fashion design and cosmetology to have the experience and the insight.
Full of jewels, the street seems so far. The street is far than reality.
The Jewels were overexcited when they arrived at the school.
Full of jewels, the street seems so far. The street is far than reality. If only I'm given the chance.
They first visited the fashion school and was received by Mr. Sakiti.
Like a star, shine, shine like a star.
Mr. Sakiti took the opportunity to explain to the Jewels what GH School has to offer. The Jewels indeed were excited.
Welcome, Jewels.
Thank you.
How are you all doing? You're welcome to GH Schools. We were known as GH Media School, but now we've added GH Fashion School and then GH Cosmetology School. Your producer tells us that some of you have expressed interest in becoming fashion designers, cosmetologists, journalists, and other professionals. So welcome to GH Schools, and then we hope that you enjoy your tour. Welcome.
Mr. Sakite later introduced to the Jewels Mr. Edu, who is responsible for the fashion school. He gave a narrative of the fashion school.
So just gone by were students who are learning to becoming producers, and this is the GH Fashion School. The one in charge is Mr. Edu. I will leave you in his care, and whatever you want to know, he will take you through. So Mr. Edu, these are jewels in the street, and please take good care of them for us.
Welcome to GH School.
Thank you.
This is the branch of the GH called GH Fashion School. Here, what we do is solely decoration, and sewing.
Mr. Edu continued to give the jewels more insight on the processes in producing a complete design.
That's the first thing. But we don't just sew. We first design. That's the most important of all. But here, because it's a training ground, we first take you through all the fundamentals, the rudiments. Okay? So by the time you come out, you can produce the design yourself on the cloth. And at the same time, you can even sew them to the measurement of the person that you took.
The jewels were given the opportunity to ask Mr. Edu questions. Martha quickly jumped at the opportunity. She wanted to know some of the challenges they faced.
Please, my name is Martha. Please, I want to ask you, as they are fashion designers here, are they facing any difficulties, or are you facing any difficulties for teaching them to do all these design?
Mr. Edu took his time to explain to the jewels the questions they asked.
Thank you. We have a lot of challenges. They are not difficulties. The first challenge is that they are overloaded. Today you have this. Before you finish the next period, you are going to this. The next time you are sewing. That's the only problem we have here. You understand? Because if you are at this point, there's a teacher teaching this subject. After that, you are changing over to the next subject, which involves designing. Another one changing over, which involves sewing. So if you are not fast to finish the first one and move to the next and the next, before you realize you have so many assignments on you, and some of them will have to stay overnight to complete it. And that is normal, because as a student, you must allow the school to go through you, even though you are also going through the school. So that's the only challenge we have.
The jewels also visited the studios where they met Seaman, who also took the jewels through the functionalities of the studios.
Welcome to GH TV studio.
Thank you.
Well, I'm a jury. Everybody calls me Seaman. And here what we do is we do practically TV. But when it is time for filming we do that one. But for now here, what we do here is just TV. Anything on TV, that's what we do here. We have our cameras, we have our sound, and our subjects. These are our subjects. Those who are going to do the talk show for us to watch.
Seaman continued to teach the jewels, but for the benefit of Doris and Fatih, he has to explain it in Twi for these jewels.
I have a TV studio. TV studio near 2. I have a mini studio and I have a mega studio. The TV gallery. The magic that you saw outside there. The movie anyone meaning I had no more. Do you get it? Here we have the director who is directing both the camera guy and the host. Baby Ojiran also no more kasa. Until when he start talking, they will listen to what he's saying and do as such.
The jewels were also given a tour.
Hello ladies, welcome to GH Cosmetology School. How are you all doing? I'm doing well by His grace. Okay, so this is GH Cosmetology School. Here in GH Cosmetology School, we offer beauty hairdressing. So in beauty class, when you come to the beauty department, we do facial treatments, waxing, pedicure, manicure, nails.
The GH Cosmetology School was about how to make your hair, your nails, and then the pedicure, medicure, and then the hairstylist.
When I went to GH Cosmetology School, they do body massage, pedicure, medicure, nail fixing, hairdressing.
When I also went to the GH Media, I also learned that before an outcome can be watched on a television station, they put some cameras together, they get somebody to sit with a host and another person to also help so that the host will go on well. And for there, if the people are two, the cameras may be three. One will be taking the other person, the host one will also be taking the one who helps to host the program, and one will be taking both of them. And after that, you see that the outcome will be projected in a TV monitor for you to look. That's what we always watch in our various rooms.
They later visited a church program where the jewels were introduced, and oh boy, what a standing ovation they received.
Yeah, we were visited today by the team from Marvin House, and they are here. They've been around since morning. They went to the fashion school, they went to the cosmetology school, and then they came to the TV studio. So let me invite, please come.
After going to Wisconsin University and GH Media, GH Fashion and other things, I have not changed my mind to do a different thing.
After going to the schools or going through the schools, nothing has been changed in my mind.
These are young people that were head porters or Kayayei, and they've come very far. So they were picked from the various markets. So if you see them here, you know how far they have come, and they have been transformed over the period. So give it up to them. All right. And so please, they will speak a combination of the English and the Twi. Just tell us your name and then your code.
My name is Lydia, and I want to be a fashion designer. And please, you can text to the short code 1736. Thank you.
My name is Mary, and I want to be a nurse. Please vote for me using this short code on all network 1736. Vote for Mary.
Pacho, Medindi Fatima, mi frapa West Chalo. Missing Pacho, Pacho, Missum vote to Mammy. 1736. Pacho, move vote to Mamuni.
Pasha, friend me Doris. Pasha, vote to Mammy 1736. Please, my name is Zuleha. I want to become a nurse in future. Kindly vote Zuleha to the show code 1736.
Please, my name is Rahina. I want to become a nurse in future. Vote for me to the court.
Good afternoon, dear lovely Ghanaians. My name is Warama. I want to become a fashion designer. Please vote for me to the short code 1736. Thank you.
Please, my name is Samina. I want to become a makeup artist in future. Please, my name is Jahara, and I want to become a journalist in future. And you can text Jahara to the short code 1736. Thank you. Please, my name is Martha. Please kindly vote for me. I need your vote, and your vote will let me win the competition. I want to become a journalist in future. And my name is Aisha. I'm from Upper West. Please kindly vote for me to the shortcut 1736.
Can we have some silence, please? Thank you very much. Jewels, give it up to them, and I know they'll go far. God bless you. Please sit down. You can sit down. Thank you.
Are you worried about your security? Are you able to access and protect your property and the people you care about? With an increased height in robbery and kidnapping, you should not compromise on your security. Global Sky Limited, your total security solution, is here to help you secure your office and residence. Global Sky Limited is making it possible for all to feel safe and secured. Security should never be for the rich alone. Global Sky has over 300 products ranging from CCTV cameras, access control, fire alarm systems, security lighting systems, intercom systems that ensure utmost security for you and your loved ones. For more information, call 0302 522 503 or 0264 363 125. You can also visit www.globalskyafrica.com. Global Sky, someone is always watching.
A Jewel in the Streets continues. The Jewels meet Anne-Marie, who is a musician and the singer of their theme song, who was to help the Jewels learn their theme song, and as usual, they did not disappoint at all.
Look at her. She was so simple.
The street
It's full of jewels.
The street seems so far.
The street is gonna reality.
If only I'm given the chance. The street is full of jewels.
The street seems so far.
The street is far than reality. If only I'm given a chance.
I wanna shine,
Shine, shine like a star. Shine.
The jewels continued to have a blast practicing their theme song. It was time for the jewels to practice individually, and Doris was the first to have a go.
The street full of jewels. The street seems so far. The street for find a rarity. Before I'm giving the chance, I wanna shine, shine, shine like a star. I wanna shine, shine, shine like a star. I wanna shine, shine, shine like a star. Before I'm giving the chance, I wanna shine, I wanna shine. I'm thank you, thanks, different way. I'm stranger, I'm ready, because I'm ready to tell friends I'm the shine. I wanna shine, shine, shine like a star. I wanna shine, shine, shine like a star. Shine, shine, shine like a star. I wanna shine, shine, shine like a star. Before I'm giving the chance, I wanna shine.
Thank you.
Fatty also had a go, and what an amazing time she had together with the jewels.
They see so, oi, they see full of jewels. They see so far. They see far in the before you are in the shine. They see full of jewels. They see so far. They see far in the before you are in the shine. I wanna shine, shine like a star. I wanna shine, shine, shine like a star. Shine, shine like a star. If only I did it. Oh, I wanna shine. I wanna shine. I wanna shine. I'm taking. I'm taking the shine. This thing. Don't laugh. I'm taking the chance with a stranger. I'm taking the chance with the child, cause I'm the key to confess the consequences of feminist style. I wanna shine, shine like a star. Shine, shine, shine like a star. I wanna shine, shine, shine like a star. I wanna give me the shine. I wanna shine. The street is full of jewels. The street seems so far.
The street seems so far. The street is far than reality. If only I'm given the chance. I wanna shine, shine like a star. I wanna shine, shine like a star. I wanna shine, shine like a star. If only I'm given the chance. I wanna shine, shine like a star. I wanna shine, shine like a star. I wanna shine, shine like a star. If only I'm given the chance. I wanna shine. I wanna shine. I'm taking the chance with a stranger, 'cause I'm determined to go through the process, 'cause I'm ready to shine. I wanna shine, shine like a star. I wanna shine, shine like a star. I wanna shine, shine like a star. If only I'm given the chance. I wanna shine.
The street is full of jewels. The street, it seems so far. The street is far than reality.
If only I'm given the chance. The street is full of jewels. The street seems so far. The street is far than reality. If only I'm given the chance. I wanna shine, shine, shine like a star. I wanna shine, shine, shine like a star. I wanna shine, shine, shine like a star. If only I'm given the chance. I wanna shine. I wanna shine. I wanna shine. I wanna shine. I'm taking a chance
with the stranger,
'cause I'm determined to go through the process, 'cause I'm ready to shine. I wanna shine, shine like a star. I wanna shine, shine, shine like a star. If only I'm given the chance. I wanna shine.
A Jewel in the Streets continues.
Are you worried about your security? Are you able to access and protect your property and the people you care about? With an increased height in robbery and kidnapping, you should not compromise on your security. Global Sky Limited, your total security solution, is here to help you secure your office and residence.
Right, my name is Mr. Lenas. I'm the General Manager of the company Global Sky Security Limited. Global Sky Security Limited, we are an international security company which we specialize in providing security services to various individuals or corporate organizations. When we talk of security systems, namely CCTV, access control device, electrical fence, tracking device, and security man guard officers as well.
The control room is designed in the way that we have radios, a VCR radio there, which monitors our vehicles when they go out for day and night patrols, just to receive first-hand information from supervisors and the team who go out for that patrol.
With the ICT part of the services that we're going to talk about, the CCTV security systems, the access control systems, tracking device systems, biometric door lock systems, and many more. So when we talk about the ICT part, that is the ICT part of the company. We specialize in what I've mentioned earlier. And when you talk about the physical aspect, that has to do with the professional manga security services. These are professional guys who recruit. We do background check on them. We do profiling on them. We actually train them on two things: theory part and the physical part. Theory part for them to know how to work with people, human relations, and also when it comes to the physical part, how to defend them. To defend themselves in terms of a robbery or an attack.
For more information, call 0302 522 503 or 0264 363 125. You can also visit www.globalskyafrica.com. Global Sky, someone is always watching.
A Jewel in the Streets continues. The jewels arrived at the Kwame Nkrumah Museum. The jewels were very much excited to have a tour close to where they used to work, the area they used to work, yet they had no knowledge about the place. The jewels met Mr. Augustine Ajate Amam, who was to give the jewels the historic information about Dr. Kwame Nkrumah.
So, you are all welcome to Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park.
Thank you.
My name is Augustine Ajate Amam, so I'm going to be your tour guide.
Augustine gave the jewels the scope of the tour and what he was to teach them about Dr. Kwame Nkrumah.
What I'll do is that I'll give you a brief history about Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. I talk about the broken statue we have over here. We move this way, I talk about the full statue. I talk about Kwame Nkrumah's car, and then we'll come back, we'll walk through the museum, and then the museum will be our final destination. Are we okay?
Yes.
Alright, so Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, as we all know, is the first president of Ghana. He was born on 21st September 1909 in a village known as Nkrumah. It's in the western region of Ghana. He had his early education around that area, and then he moved down to a school in Accra. And then in the year 1935, he had a scholarship. So he went to a school known as Lincoln University for his first degree. And then he went to another school known as University of Pennsylvania. In London also, he went to a school known as London School of Economics for his PhD. So in the year 1947, he was invited back home by the first political party to be formed in Ghana. The party was known as United Gold Coast Convention.
Augustine continued to teach the jewels about the history of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah's journey in becoming the first prime minister.
In the year 1950, he was arrested. We all know we were colonized by the British, right? Yes. So he launched a positive action conference against the British government in order to put pressure on them to give us our independence. So Dr. Kwame Nkrumah was arrested. But after 14 months in prison, in the year 1951, they had to release him prematurely. They had to release him because he was in prison and he contested for an election and he won. Fortunately for him, while he was in jail, he was elected, so he had to be released.
Some of the things I saw there was for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah's statue, the one the military were shooting and took off the head, and the full statue, and the mango tree which was planted by the late president. I know that Kwame Nkrumah was born in a village called Nkrumah. And what I've learned there again too is because Kwame Nkrumah was the first president of Ghana, and when he died at the country of Guinea, his body was kept for 20 years before he was now buried.
And then in 1952, he became the designated prime minister. So he had to work with the British government until we had our independence. We had our independence on the 6th of March 1957. After our independence, he became our prime minister while the British Queen remained our head of state. Until 1st July 1960, when Ghana became a republic, and then Dr. Kwame Nkrumah was sworn in as the first president of Ghana.
Augustine continued to educate the Jewels on how Dr. Kwame Nkrumah was overthrown as a prime minister.
So he was our president from 1960 to 1966. And then his government was overthrown by a police and a military coup d'etat, okay, led by his own army generals. Do you know what a coup d'etat is? All right, so what I'm trying to say is that his government was illegally taken out of power. And then he got the information that they've overthrown his government. So he couldn't come back. By then the military had taken over. So he couldn't come back to Ghana again. The people of Guinea accepted him, and then he was made the co-president of Guinea. He was the co-president of Guinea also from 1966 to 1971.
He further taught the Jewels the cause of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah's death and his burial.
And then he fell sick. So he was in Romania until 1972 when he died. So after he died, his body was embalmed.
He fought for the country and took Ghana from the British people that were colonizing Ghana. As Kwame Nkrumah was a great person, so many people got into friendship with him. So when he died, some people took him to their place for their burial and also went to his hometown, and finally he was brought to Ghana to bury the corpse. I learned that Kwame Nkrumah was also a president in Guinea due to the great things he have done, and people love him so much. So some people help him and give him some gifts. Some of them include a success tool. A friend also gave him a plaque as a result of what he was doing.
In Guinea, they gave him a state funeral and burial for 3 months. After 3 months in Guinea, by then his mother was still alive. And then he was the only child of his mother. His mother was known as Madame Elizabeth Nyaneba. So upon the request of his mother, his body came back to Ghana. His body came in a metallic casket. I believe you know what a casket is, if not Daka. But then this one, it was made of metal. So his body came to Ghana in a metallic casket. And then the body was taken to Nkrumah, the village where he was born. So it was in 1991 that the people of Ghana decided to finally give him a befitting burial. So that is when this place was put up. This place was built by our ex-president, Jerry John Rawlings. They placed him in a wooden one as custom demands, and then he was buried at the mausoleum over here.
He shed light on Dr. Kwame Nkrumah's family and the children he had.
Same as his wife. He married an Egyptian. She was known as Fatia Nkrumah. Please, I didn't say Fatia Nkrumah. Fatia Nkrumah. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah had 3 children with Fatia, but before he married Fatia, he had a son from an earlier Ghanaian relationship. So in all, he had 4 children.
He continued his narration and told the Jewels where Kwame Nkrumah's wife was buried and why she was buried next to Dr. Kwame Nkrumah.
Fatia died in 2007. Before she died, she made a wish to her children that anytime she dies, she wants to be buried closer to her husband. So when she died, her body was brought here, and then she was also buried over there at the mausoleum. So we say, may their souls rest in perfect peace. Amen.
He further shed light on the broken statue of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah.
I believe we can all see the broken statue over there. Yes. All right, so this broken statue used to be in front of our old Parliament House. It's just across the street. So during the coup d'etat in 1966, when the people said they didn't like him again and then they took power away from him, they were destroying everything that belonged to Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. So they attacked the statue and then they shot it several times. When they shot it, the head fell. When the head fell, there was one woman around who was witnessing whatever they were doing to the statue. So after they were done and they left, she also carried the head and then she took it home. So the head was with the woman from 1966 to 2009, and then she brought it back to the park. Are we okay?
For the benefit of Doris and Fatima, he had to explain the segment on Dr. Kwame Nkrumah's statue in tree.
Niame Pacha ne say statue we now in front of an old Parliament House. I was quite nichi. Nti nkofo ne ka say omo mpani biom no no mu say Dr. Kwame Nkrumah ni bibia. Nti omo attack statue no mu shoot like omo shoot several times. And an itini tour form. Nti ni tini tour form no na ma me bi wo ho ana wo hwe omo. Nti omo wie ye omo koye no na ma me ne time ni tino di ko fie. Nti ma me ne kipi ni tino from 1966 up to 2009 and or the brain e wo park. Me pa mo cho mo ye okay. All right, so we'll go this way. I'll take you to where the full statue has been mounted. I'll talk about that, and then we'll go to where his car is. Okay. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Oh.
Some of the things I saw there are the full statue of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, the destroyed statue of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, and what he was wearing. What I learned there are the way he was standing, pointing his index finger at the front, which means backwards never and forward ever.
Augustine proceeded and took the jewels to where Dr. Kwame Nkrumah's vehicle and the golden statue was mounted.
All right, into me pamucho Dr. Kwame Nkrumah statue here. Okay, we knew no Italy. It was made in Italy. Okay, it's made of bronze. Yeah, the bronze and a statue, you know. All right, into statue now a point to say, you know, it's saying we face neither east nor west. We face forward. So forward ever, backwards never. Very good.
He also showed the jewels where Dr. Kwame Nkrumah stood to declare Ghana's independence.
And then this is the actual spot he stood to declare our independence on the 6th of March 1957. Yenya ye independence no hana Dr. Kwame Nkrumah begina ye and no declare ye independence no. Hana Jina ka say Ghana, our beloved country, is free forever. Matthias here.
Augustine continued to share the history of why the location was termed as Polo Grounds and why Dr. Kwame Nkrumah had to make a second declaration of our independence at the Polo Grounds.
During colonial era, no time na abrofo ni di enso no na ha nyina eye polo ground. Why? Polo eye game na omobo. Omo tena horse so no mabo ne tese na ebi ombo hockey no. Nim se mo hu polo shirt da. Bo yeah, enu na eye game no, enu na eye polo game no. Nti na British ne bo polo wa ha sei. What you say? Na ye won ye krom ya ye krom but na omo ma ye mba ha. We are not allowed to come to this very grounds. Nti yenya ye independence. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah to ba ha be declare ye independence. E ka kire abrofo ne say we are finally free. Me pa mo say matemase. All right. Me pa che ndane ye ho.
He also spoke about the deep horn blowers and its significance.
So deep horn blowers, okay, in our traditional society over here in Ghana, anytime a prominent person dies, we have these horn blowers who announce the death of the person. Inti ewo Ghana has a traditional society no. Se openyin bi wu a ye wo sign kofu we a omo announce death of nipa no. Me pa mo cha wo se matima say. Inti like I say omo announce say onipa we ewu and I say bibisa. That is what these people are trying to do. That is what symbolically is trying to mean. Se matima say.
He further explained to the jewels what each statue represents.
And an yowo ichiri ho na obo drum no. Ono representing southern part of Ghana. And an yowo na obo mini guitar no she smoke no also representing wine mo. Yeah, also representing northern part of Ghana. Are we okay? Yes. All right.
The Nkrumah Memorial Park. I've learned a lot. When I was in school, I've been seeing it in salvation. That park and where they bury him. So but today when I went there, I saw the grave physical and everything. When I was back in school, but they used to tell us that where they bury Kwame Nkrumah, there's a thing that you will come and press so that the dead body will come and you will see him. But today when I went there, I didn't see anything like that. But for me, I was thinking that is so. But today I've learned that it's not like that. I've seen the car he was using during he was a president in this Ghana, in other countries too. And I've seen the statue of him, that it was a coup d'etat when military men went there and cut off his statue head. And so women went and pick it and went and hide it for some years before he bring it back.
Mr. Augustine finally took the jewels to where Dr. Kwame Nkrumah was finally buried.
Alright, so this is the third burial place of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. I say no see Dr. Kwame Nkrumah for the third time. The first one was in Guinea as the co-president. The first one in Guinea as co-president, you know. And I'm within the call in Nkrumah, the village he was born. And then his body was there for close to 20 years. Nobody knew her for close to 20 years, and I'm on for her. Until so Musi has say, I'm within the bar has say in 1991. And he has say any third and hopefully final burial place. And the wife Fatia, as I said earlier, on 2007. The onus we see no our side. Why? Okay, so
after the jewels had their tour at the Kwame Nkrumah Mausoleum, the jewels were asked if they had any questions.
There will be a question there.
Mary was the first jewel to ask her questions.
Please, you said this is the third burial of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah.
Yes, please.
Please, is it here that they bury the real body or they just painted to represent Dr. Kwame Nkrumah grave?
Okay, so as I said earlier, after he died, his body was embalmed. He had drove for anybody knew so that like nobody in the end say. So they were preserving the body actually. Until for close to 20 years, nobody knew her. But Omusi has say you know. Omu say nobody knew say. Until finally I was almost seeing no. Until has say no she. Omusi no ha until form. I was say until nobody knew how no Omusi no.
So you mean the place that they gave it to you, they just did something to represent that is the grave?
No, his body was there for close to 20 years. Okay, so his body was there. When the body came from Guinea, the body was taken to Nkrumah, the village he was born. So his body was there for close to 20 years on public display. So that is when people could go and pay money and then watch him. His body was over there in the metallic casket. So it was after this place was built that the body was moved over here and then he was finally buried.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Who else?
Doris also proceeded to ask her questions. She wanted to know after Kwame Nkrumah was overthrown, who succeeded him.
Pastor, Mr. Kasi, Kwame Nkrumah, and the first president of Akunyansi. Pastor, free Akunyansi, Pastor, and it's not.
Okay, inti omo no free idea so na a military government. What you say? It was headed by General Nkrumah. Inti omo yi ni free idea so no. General Nkrumah they take you over. Or take you over no for some time. I don't need to demand Buzia. Why?
Lydia also asked about Dr. Kwame Nkrumah's children.
Please, you said Dr. Kwame Nkrumah and Fatia gave birth to three children. Please, are they all alive?
All the children of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah are alive. The first he had before he married Fatia, he is known as Professor Francis Nkrumah. He is a retired pediatrician over here in Ghana. A pediatrician is a doctor who takes care of children and babies, okay? And then the first with Fatia is known as Dr. Gamal Nkrumah. He is a journalist back in Egypt. And then the only female amongst them is known as Honorable Samia Nkrumah. And then the last one is Dr. Siku Nkrumah. Are we okay?
Martha wanted to know how come he was a president in two countries.
Then, why is that he was not president in Ghana forever and he changed to another country to be the president?
Alright, so as I explained earlier, his government was overthrown. Okay, they seized power from him. They illegally took power away from Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. He has been imprisoned twice actually. The first was together with the Big Six. You've heard of the story of the Big Six before, right? Alright, so the Big Six, they are the leaders of the first political party to be formed in Ghana, the United Gold Coast Convention. A riot occurred in 1948. Okay, we had some ex-servicemen who helped the British to fight in the Second World War. On their return, they were promised some money and then other benefits. But when they came, it wasn't given to them. So the Big Six asked the ex-servicemen to march forward to the governor's office to demand for their money. On their way, 3 of the ex-servicemen were shot and then they were killed. So it brought some disturbances in the then Gold Coast. You know, we're then known as Gold Coast. So it brought some disturbances, and then the Big Six were arrested. They were said to be behind the disturbances, and then they were arrested. They were detained for 1 month, but after 1 month, they were released. So after they are released, they became very popular. Do you understand? So Dr. Kwame Nkrumah was together with the Big Six. So his first imprisonment was in 1948, and then the second was in 1950. That one, he launched a positive action conference against the British government. That was to put pressure on them. You know, by then they were ruling us. So he was putting pressure on the British government to give us our independence. But then some people took advantage of that, and then they were also destroying things. Do you get me? And then we are supposed to do it in a peaceful way, but then some people took it to be very violent. So Dr. Kwame Nkrumah had to be imprisoned because he was the leader. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Since he was their leader, then they had to imprison him. So that is how come he was imprisoned twice. Are we okay now? All right.
He proceeded to explain to the Jews about the design of the mausoleum and why it has a tree concept as its design.
When you came inside and then I was welcoming you, I said, you are welcome to Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park. So this whole place is known as Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park, okay? But this very place that he has been buried is known as the mausoleum. So the monument, when you go outside, you see, the structure you see is representing a tree that has been cut short, okay? It's representing a tree, a castle. Why? That is what the whole structure is trying to say. So it's about the unfinished work of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, because he couldn't finish whatever plans he had for Ghana. Because when to me we plans are not woma Ghana, and because say omutu no free idea so no. And nothing na ye twa eduane so no, because eduane there was say enyi na ye ten. But this time around, because the plans are woma Ghana, you know when to me we no. And nothing na ye twa eduane so no. And then in our society over here, anytime the farmers go to farm and then they are coming back after the day's work, they have some giant trees. Sometimes some take fresh air and sana omako fie. Until after his worked for Ghana and Africa, he's said to be relaxing peacefully under one of those trees over here. Please, are we okay? Are you very sure? All right, so we'll go to the museum now and then we'll be done with everything. Okay.
The jewels were finally taken to the museum for them to explore. After the tour, the jewels had a photo shoot section, and oh boy, how amazing they look. A Jewel in the Streets continues. A Jewel in the Streets continues. After a long day historic lessons, the jewels ended their day to a salsa dance lesson at the Africa Regent Hotel. As it was their first time at African Regent Hotel, they initially seemed a bit nervous. They met Mr. Raf Ajiman, who was their dance instructor for the evening.
Okay, jewels, I welcome you to Dance Alive International.
Thank you.
Okay, what we do here is we basically take people through dance lessons and social dance nights, which we teach you how to dance salsa. And we also, after the lessons, we put you through some dance lessons or dance practice time for you to be able to put whatever you've learned into action.
The jewels were given the feet movement lessons for starters.
Step, replace, back, to our right, to our left, to our right, to our left. One, two, three. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Let's go double.
Salsa dance is a dance that two people dance together by shaking their hands and their legs. I was messing up because I've never danced salsa dance before.
This was completely different from anything they had experienced. As they were initially uncomfortable, they later got into it.
Forward, back. To that side. Let's go double.
For me, doing something I've never done before, or dancing a dance I've never danced before, but today I've learned. When I entered African Event Hotel, I think that I can't dance because I've never danced that kind of dance before. But fortunately, because the man is how he's moving his legs, and then I also managed to move that way.
Mary and Martha had a hang of it, whilst the others complained of their feet and decided to take it. As the program comes to an end for these jewels, it is the beginning of their journey. For as little as you can support these jewels. These jewels must and should not end up back on the streets in any way. Donate towards their aftercare. Any form of support is welcome. Momo, mobile money 057 58 71 926. Mobile money 057 58 71 926 or contact 020 21 41117, or alternatively you can call 0302 555 668.
shine.